What's up, everybody? Welcome to a Saturday edition of The Squeeze. I am Tyler Conium as I slowly back into the bushes with my Maple Leaf stuff and come out of the bushes with the Toronto Blue Jays stuff on. Toronto Maple Leafs eliminated last night at the hands of the Florida Panthers. They go down 4-1 in the second round of the NHL playoffs. So the Leafs are done. The Raptors are done in Toronto. That's the official start of the Toronto Blue Jays season, and I'll be at the game today. And thank you to BetStamp. BetStamp is sponsoring the Blue Jays game today, which I'm very excited about. Thank you, BetStamp. For those of you who aren't aware, you can actually see my BetStamp username down there. Now, what is BetStamp? It's a place where you can compare all the lines. If you're taking a flight, if you're booking a hotel, you're not just going straight to that hotel and booking whatever you see. You're going to a place like Expedia or hotels. You're shopping around, finding the best price for a hotel. That's what BetStamp is about. It's also a place where you can verify and track all the bets someone makes. So when I post a bet and I win or I lose, it's there. I'm not one of those accounts that's only going to post their wins. Everything is trackable, so you can find that at BetStamp. There's a link and a promo code in the description below. If you click that when you sign up, you'll get special offers at various sportsbooks in Ontario. Okay, so I apologize for not having a video yesterday. I kind of did one. I did like a YouTube Shorts version. It was a busy morning, busy Friday, so I wasn't able to do that, but I did have my picks. Picks went 1 and 2 yesterday. We hit the Vegas Golden Knights parlay, which was nice. Vegas won that game outright. We had a plus 2.5, and it's the second day in a row we had on Thursday. I had the Suns and the Nuggets to go over 226. It fell at 225. Last night I had the Miami Heat to win by minus 4.5. They won by 4. So it's just one of those days. We're down about a unit this week. Kind of no harm, no foul. 3 bets today. The first one, as you can see, is Placata. I'm not going to lie. This is a bit of a flyer bet. This is a half a unit bet. But going to the Jays game, I wanted to have a bet on the Jays game, and I didn't really know what else to do because the Jays just beat the Atlanta Braves last night. And you've got Jose Barrios going today against Elder. Elder's been very good. Barrios has not. I'm not betting against the Blue Jays in a game that I'm going to. I lean Braves. I didn't want to bet. I looked at the over-under. It's at 9.5, and I lean under, but I also don't want to go to a game and not root for no offense. So what did I do is I took Vladimir Guerrero to hit a home run today for plus 450 at Caesars for half a unit. Now, again, this is a great reason why I use BetStamp. At Caesars, this is plus 450. At a lot of other books, it's 350, 340. Props is one of the best places where you want to line shop because the difference between 350 and 450 is like a unit, right? So you want to make sure that you're shopping around for those best lines. I don't really have a lot of analysis behind Vladimir Guerrero hitting a home run, aside from the fact that he hasn't hit one in 4 games. Previous to that, he had his last home run. He hit back-to-back against Boston. Previous to that, he went like 8 or 9 games without one. So he's got 7 home runs on the season. He's going to get it going at some point. It's starting to warm up. Dome should be open today. It's a nice day. I look for Vladimir Guerrero to hit a home run today for plus 450 at Caesars. Moving to the NHL, we've got the only playoff game today. So we're going to start obviously transitioning into a little bit more baseball bets too, because now we're approaching the conference finals. There's only going to be 1, maybe 2 games a day between the NHL and the NBA. And I've been doing really well at those. And it's kind of unfortunate that it's coming to an end, but such is sports. We do have a plus 1,800 on the Los Angeles Lakers to win the championship. They just beat the Warriors last night to go to the conference finals. So we're going to play off of that a little bit. That was not an official bet, but I'm going to be talking about that as we go. But anyway, NHL, we've got the Dallas Stars and the Seattle Kraken. Dallas is going to look to put this series to bed tonight in Seattle, and I do lean towards that happening. It's a bit too juicy. You could take the regulation bet, but I don't like taking a regulation when necessarily in the playoffs on the road. It's a bit tough. So I'm going to go against the grain a little bit, and I'm going to go under. This being an elimination game, Dallas is going to be playing hard because they want to win this. Seattle's going to be playing hard because they don't want to go home for good, because every game in this series has gone over. Now, this is the first time that they've moved the line to 6. It's been hovering around 5.5. So in game 1, you had 9. In game 2, you had 6. That would be a push today. Game 3 was 9. Game 4 was 9. Game 5 was 7. I just don't think we're going to see another 7-goal game. I don't think Dallas has won the last 2 games 5-2 and 6-3. Seattle with their backs against the wall, I don't think this is going to be a rout. This is likely going to be a 1-goal game. This could very easily be an overtime game. I also don't think Seattle is going to score 7 on Dallas like they did in game 3. So I'm going to bank on this being a hard-fought battle, maybe a 3-2 final, maybe a 2-1 final. We have the push potential there if it lands on 6, if it's 4-2 with an empty netter, which I like. So I'm going to kind of go against it a little bit, even though it's been over every single game this series, and you can fade this pick and go with the trend, but being an elimination game, being in Seattle when they need to win, I'm going to take under 6 for minus 110 at DraftKings. And my last bet of the day is my beloved Toronto FC. I'm taking them to go down in defeat at the hands of Montreal. Obviously, we know what's happened at BMO Field with the violence and the fighting and all that stuff. And TFC supporters are not going to be allowed in Montreal. I think that's going to have a big effect on that game. Montreal has won 6 of its last 8 meetings with TFC, including the last 3 times that they've played in Stade Saputo in Montreal. And Montreal's just the better team. I mean, they're 4-6. They're not great, but TFC is 2-3-6, and they just haven't been able to get it going. They're not playing well. They've coming off 2 straight losses in the last 2 matchups. Montreal's won 2-1. They've won 4-3. Montreal's also won 5 straight games. So that's obviously that could be right. They're 4-6. Maybe it's 5 straight against Toronto. Toronto's lost. I don't know what that stat is. Match details. Win. Don't know. Anyway, I think that Montreal gets this done. I think they're going to be extra motivated at home, again, based on what happened with their supporters and how that went. And it was, pretty unsightly. I think TFC is just, until we get into the summer transfer window, I just don't think they have enough firepower. Well, they have enough firepower. I don't think they have enough on the back end to stop a lot of goals, both teams to score. And this was minus 160. So what does that tell you? It tells you that, TFC is going to give up a goal. So I also, you can look at TFC and draw as minus 300. So really the best bet of this game, I think, is Montreal just to win this game outright at home. I think they get a big win here. I actually hope that I'm wrong and TFC can pull this out, but I just don't see it happening. So that is your card for Saturday. I'm taking Vladimir Guerrero to hit a home run today against the Braves for plus 450 at Caesars, half unit bet. I'm taking the Dallas Stars and the Seattle Kraken to go under 6 for minus 110 at DraftKings. And I'm taking Montreal football to beat Toronto FC for plus 125 at Bet365. As always, drop a comment if you're fading or following. You can follow me on Twitter at Tyler Connie for more picks and props throughout the day. TikTok and Instagram for just the picks portion of this. Also be posting some stuff on Squeeze Bets for the Jays game today. Audio is available on Apple and on Spotify. Have a great Saturday, and let's talk sports.